I've taught here obviously for the last 14 years. I love the program. I'm actually now the assistant chair and the program coordinator for the RKE program. And as such, I bring a lot of my real world experience to the classroom. I learned a lot of new techniques and communications, as well as some real life projects that I bring forth. And that experience really helps a lot with the way I teach my courses. My research interests are actually kind of unique because being an architect, I also like to see something that's more sustainable. I've been involved with the solar house team since 2002, and as such, we've actually built 6 solar houses here at the university. We're part of the reason why we built these is because it's part of the solar decathlon competition, and we've been invited out of the 7 competitions. We've been invited to 6 of those, so that's really nice to have. But obviously my expertise in architecture as well as in civil engineering pulls together kind of multiple facets of it. And one of the research areas that I look at is how do we make things more sustainable? What's sustainable design? What's green engineering? And trying to learn how to best do some energy prediction models is one area that I'd love to pursue more and more. But that doesn't limit me. I look at even different types of lifestyle changes that we do, even lighting design, something that I teach in my repertoire as well. An architect looks at a spatial layout and looks at the aesthetics of the building to ensure that the quality of and the appeal to it all, the feel for it all, makes it really very becoming to any person using the building in this case. An architectural engineer takes that into consideration and also obviously looks at all the engineering aspects of the building. So whether or not it's structural or mechanical or electrical or lighting or acoustics, these are common facets that we as architectural engineers have to kind of look at that. But we also look at smart technologies. We're now required by the federal government to make our buildings more sustainable. So that is something that's really important. Understanding how those technologies integrate and make a more sustainable building is really important to us as well. I personally, as far as teaching styles are concerned, I personally like to have more face-to-face contact. I am more of a person that kind of allows people to kind of push forward on their own reconnaissance or their own energy, but with certain parameters. So it's not. It may be a classroom setting that is not very rigid in some sense, and in some cases not even very traditional. There's a lot of problem-based learning in there and project-based learning in there, and that requires some matter of interpretation. But that is something that I'm flexible about, and I like to see what comes out of it all. Some of the best ways to get in touch with me is actually through email. I don't text as much, and maybe that's one area that I need to improve upon, but email is the best way. I am learning to use Canvas. In fact, that's where I'm moving all my courses to right now. And so I think those are probably the best avenues to reach me. I do have an office number, and you can also just come by and try to knock on the door and see if I'm available. I do post my office hours. I do post them on Canvas as well as even on the door. So anytime that you are trying to find me during my office hours, please come by.